Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Otherworldly Encounters, where you can submit your NDE, OBE, spiritual or paranormal story, to my email address noted here, and at the end of this video. Today's story comes from Christina, who had a near-death experience after a fall from her bike, which caused a severe head injury. May 19th of the year 2006, I went out for a bike ride. It was a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I rode along the same bike path that I was accustomed to, which ran a long distance through an area nearby my home that had not yet been developed. There were spots here and there that were a bit rough and tricky to navigate, but I had become familiar with those locations and always felt confident that I could handle the bumps and dips. On this particular Saturday afternoon, I was a bit fatigued, having been out late at a party the night before. As a result, my focus was not as sharp as it would be normally, and my ability to maneuver the bike not as swift. I was enjoying the ride, but my mind kept wandering, and it was difficult to keep my eyes on the lookout for obstacles. A few miles into the ride, I was beginning to feel uneasy, so I decided to turn around and head back home. During my return trip, it happened. My bike hit a dip in the dirt below when I was distracted, and then I was tossed over the handlebars. Stupidly, I was without a helmet, and it was my head that hit first. I was knocked out cold. The next thing that I could remember was seeing someone lying on the ground next to my bike. I was curious about this person because she was wearing my clothes and had my figure. When I got closer to her, I was horrified to see she had my face, and it was covered in blood. It was at that moment that I realized I was out of my body, and shortly thereafter, I saw my Aunt Rose. She was smiling, just like I remembered her, and she said I died, and was in heaven but had to go back. I was stunned to hear this, and had no idea how I got from the bike trail to heaven. "Go back," she said, "go back." I refused, and I said I wanted to see what heaven looked like. She said heaven was a vast area, and was willing to let me stay for a while, and called an angel to show me around. When the angel arrived, he asked if I wanted to see the main locations, or the area made for me personally. I wanted to see both, so first he took me to my personal space, and I could not believe what I saw and heard. It was truly heaven. There was Crest Lake, my beautiful Crest Lake. My dream was to one day build a home on Crest Lake, and there it was, more beautiful than I had ever seen it before, and the trees surrounding it were magnificent. There was music playing in the air, and it was familiar, and I realized I was listening to the song Blue Sky by the Allman Brothers, a song I always loved, and the sky was in fact very, very blue. The angel said time was short, and he could fly me over a few other areas in the general location, and then I had to go back. He showed me an area where you could interact with animals. It was like a zoo, but the animals were tame, not caged, and they were playing with one another. He also showed me beautiful mountains for skiing, and turquoise waters where you could swim and observe sea life without the need for scuba gear. Lastly, he showed me a room filled with every type of musical instrument. He said I could pick out whichever ones I wanted and play them as often as I wanted. This was truly music to my ears, as I played both the guitar and piano. The angel then said it was time to go back, so I was able to say goodbye to my Aunt Rose, and then I was back in my body, in the hospital, bruised and with a blasting headache. I didn't see God or Jesus, but I felt this was his kingdom. I also had the belief that as long as we keep the faith, we will join him in this wonderful place that he created with his love. This place that we call heaven. Fortunately, I was found lying on the bike trail by another biker who called 911. I had emergency surgery for a head injury that left me with a few problems pertaining to cognition, but otherwise I am doing well and enjoy sharing my experience with people who are open to listening. What did you think of Christina's story? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed her story, please give it a like and subscribe, which will help this channel grow, and hit the bell icon so you can receive a notification when I release a new video. If you would like to share a story and have it featured on this channel, please send a written account to my email address noted here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will come back and visit again soon.